There is a war happening inside your skull. It is silent, invisible, but it determines whether you build your future or sabotage it. Every morning, when your alarm rings and you reach for your phone, every time you promise to start tomorrow, every moment you choose comfort over effort, two ancient forces are negotiating your fate. As someone with a degree in psychology, I've spent years studying this internal conflict, not just academically, but personally. And what I discovered is this: ultra-productivity is not about discipline. It's not about motivation. It's not about hustle culture. It is about understanding and mastering the battle between your limbic system and your prefrontal cortex. Today, I want to take you inside that battle. And by the end of this video, you will never look at procrastination or productivity the same way again. Chapter 1: The Ancient Brain versus the Modern Brain. To understand ultra-productivity, we need to begin with evolutionary psychology. The limbic system is one of the oldest parts of the human brain. Structures like the amygdala and nucleus accumbens evolved to keep us alive in a dangerous, unpredictable environment. Its job is simple: seek pleasure, avoid pain, conserve energy. If you imagine your brain as a company, the limbic system is the emergency department. It reacts quickly. It prefers immediate rewards. It does not care about your 5-year plan. It cares about survival. Now. And for most of human history, that worked beautifully. But then, something extraordinary happened in our evolution: the expansion of the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex, located just behind your forehead, is the CEO of the brain. It plans, it inhibits impulses, it simulates the future, it delays gratification, it allows you to sacrifice today for tomorrow. But here's the problem: the limbic system is faster. Neuroscientifically speaking, emotional processing happens before rational processing. Your limbic brain fires milliseconds before your prefrontal cortex can even weigh in. That is why temptation feels automatic and discipline feels effortful. Ultra-productivity is not about eliminating your limbic system. It's about designing your life so your prefrontal cortex wins more often. Chapter 2: Dopamine, Distraction, and the Illusion of Motivation. Most people misunderstand dopamine. They think dopamine equals pleasure. It doesn't. Dopamine equals anticipation. This is where modern technology becomes psychologically dangerous. Your limbic system evolved in a world where rewards were scarce. Today, notifications, short-form videos, infinite scrolling. Your limbic system is overwhelmed. Self-control is metabolically expensive. When you bombard your brain with easy dopamine, you strengthen the limbic pathways and weaken executive control. Over time, this creates a profound shift. Deep work feels harder. Boredom feels intolerable. This is not a character flaw. It is neural conditioning. If you want your prefrontal cortex to lead, you must reduce the volume of limbic noise. The brain is plastic. Neural circuits strengthen with repetition. Every time you resist an impulse, you are literally reinforcing prefrontal control. Chapter 3: Stress, Identity, and the Emotional Core of Discipline. We often frame productivity as a time management problem. In reality, it is an emotional regulation problem. When stress increases, the brain shifts control away from the prefrontal cortex and toward the limbic system. This is why burnout leads to procrastination. Ultra productivity requires emotional safety, not comfort, safety. There is another dimension, identity. The prefrontal cortex is deeply tied to self-concept. If your internal narrative is, I'm lazy, or I don't have willpower, then your limbic system will align with that script. Ultra productivity is not about forcing behavior. It is about upgrading identity. Chapter 4. The architecture. You build systems that support your prefrontal cortex. First, reduce decision fatigue, simplify routines. Second, design reward delays. Third, master emotional regulation. And fourth, sleep as cognitive authority. Sleep deprivation weakens your prefrontal functioning dramatically. The deeper truth. There is something uncomfortable about all of this. We like to believe we are rational beings who occasionally struggle. In truth, we are emotional beings with moments of rational clarity. The prefrontal cortex represents your future self, your long-term vision. Every productive act is a vote for that future self. You are not choosing between work and rest. You are choosing between neural architectures. Conclusion. Mastering the mind. Ultra productivity is not about becoming robotic. It is about integration. Recognizing the limbic impulse without obeying it. Strengthening the prefrontal voice, without exhausting it. If this video shifted your perspective, then you are ready for deeper mind mastery. Subscribe to this channel, because here, we don't chase motivation, we study the architecture of the mind. When you understand your brain, you stop fighting yourself, you start building yourself, and that is where real productivity begins.